and welcome to my video, Suicide Awareness. There is close to 800k people that die due to suicide each year, which is one person for every 40 seconds. You need to talk. Don't be alone. Call 116 123. Their service is confidential and is 100% free for the United Kingdom. There were 6.859 suicides in the UK and the Republic of Ireland in 2018. The suicide rate in Northern Ireland is the highest in the UK, where men aged 25 to 29 have the highest suicide rates. The highest suicide rate in the UK and in England is among men aged 45 to 49. There has been an increase in suicides in the UK for the first time since 2013. This appears to be driven by an increase in the male suicide rates. In the UK, men remain 3 times more likely to take their own lives than women, and in the Republic of Ireland it's 4 times more likely. The World Health Organization estimates that each year approximately 1 million people die from suicide worldwide. Mental health disorders, particularly depression and substance abuse, are associated with more than 90% of all cases of suicide. However, suicide results complex social, cultural factors, family, individual cases, loss of loved ones, loss of a job, sexual abuse, your sexuality, isolation, illness, plus there's many more reasons. There are 2 trends in suicide around the world at this minute. 1, men kill themselves a lot more than women. 2, recessions drive up the rate of suicide. It's the second factor that's most disconcerting. While America's suicide is relatively low, 11% out of 100k. Now, I can't read out all of the countries because I can't pronounce some of them, but here's the suicide rankings for 2020 so far, from the highest obviously to the lowest. Lithuania 31.9, Russia 31, Ukraine 22.4, Latvia 21.2, Belgium 20.7, Hungary 19.1, Japan 18.5, France 17.7, Switzerland 17.2, Croatia 16.5, India 16.3, Poland 16.2, Finland 15.9, Australia 15.6, United States 15.3, Sweden 14.8, Sri Lanka 14.6, Thailand 14.4, Iceland 14, Portugal 14, Cuba 13.9, Germany 13.6, Trinidad 13.6, Australia 13.2, Denmark 12.8, Netherlands 12.6, sorry, Canada 12.5, Norway 12.2, New Zealand 12.1, South Africa 11.6, Ireland 11.5, North Croatia 11.2, Romania 10.4, Singapore 9.9, China 9.7, Argentina 9.2, United Kingdom 8.9, Spain 8.7, Italy 8.2, Costa Rica 7.9, Turkey 7.3, Vietnam 7.3, Ecuador 7.1, Brazil 6.5, Zambia 6.1, Israel 5.4, Cyprus 5.3, Mexico 5.1, Greece 5, Peru 4.9, Solomon Islands 4.7, Iran 4.1, Egypt 4, Madagascar 3.9, Kenya 3.2, Philippines 3.2, Iraq 3, Jordan 2.9, Pakistan 2.9, Jamaica 2.2, Bahamas 1.7, Barbados 0.8, Barbuda 0.5. This was the US Emergency Department visits in 2017. All suicides. Number of deaths 47.173. Deaths per 100k. Population 14.5. Cause of death rank 10. Firearm suicides. Number of deaths 23.854. Deaths per 100k population 7.3. Suffocation suicides. Number of deaths 13.075. Deaths per 100k population 4.0. Poisoning suicides. Number per deaths 6.554. Deaths per 100k population 2.0. You can get more information from www.mindingyourhead.info. You can also get information from COVID Wellbeing NI.uk. info. Call Lifeline 08088000. Now, I want to give you a bit of a true story. A good friend of mine lost 2 family members due to suicide. So here's a bit of information on that. The name's Tracy. I'm not going to give any surnames or where they live. They're just in the United Kingdom. Tracy's daughter sadly committed suicide. Her name was Emma. Emma's date of birth was 17th of the 1st, 89. She sadly committed suicide on the 29th of the 7th, 09. She has left behind a 3-year-old daughter. Emma was a very bubbly, outgoing, life and soul of any party. She either loved you or she hated you. You could never tell that she was suffering in any way. She sadly OD'd, and that's how she passed away. The inquest verdict was misadventure, which means she didn't mean to do it, which sadly happens with a lot of suicides these days. The other one was Terry. She'd been in many mental hospitals since she was 16 years old. She took losing her granddad very, very badly, and then caring for her grandma went downhill. After leaving school, she tried jumping off a bridge. She'd self-harmed many a times in hospitals. She last spoke to her little sister on Christmas Day 2019. She said she loved her, and then on the 29th of December 2019 she sadly took her own life by putting the waistband from her bottoms around her neck. Tracy is still waiting for an inquest. Depression isn't always suicide. It can lead to it so easily though, if you don't seek help. So are you spending all day in bed, faking a smile, overeating or not eating at all, skipping work, school, college, just to sleep, not showering or having a bath for days at a time, isolating yourself from friends and family, being emotionally distant? Get help now. Don't suffer in silence. There is help out there. I'm happy to listen, but I'm not a professional. Words of wisdom. Needing support is not a sign of weakness. You don't have to be an expert to start a new adventure. Enforcing boundaries doesn't make you a bad person. You don't have to get it right the first time to be open to learn. You don't have to be brave to be brave. Don't stare yourself blind on your neighbour's grass. Water your own. Do a positivity jar. Put positive quotes around your house. There's plenty of things you can do to boost your confidence and self-esteem. Be yourself. Some very important reminders. The world needs you. This feeling you've got will 100% pass. It just takes time. You are not alone, and you never will be alone. Your best is good enough. You're beautiful, whether you're fat, thin, scars, colour. No matter what you look like, you're beautiful. You are loved. You're loved by me as well. And you can beat this. There's a couple of signs to watch out for if somebody's wanting to commit suicide and you want to help them. You can watch out for social withdrawal, a persistent drop in mood, disinterest in maintaining personal hygiene, uncharacteristically reckless behaviour. I've no idea how to pronounce that. Poor diet changes, being distracted, anger, insomnia, alcohol or drug abuse, giving away sentimental or expensive possessions, indirect verbal expressions, hopelessness, failing to see the future, believing they are a burden to others, saying they feel worthless or alone, talking about their death or wanting to be dead. Now, if any of them symptoms are in your family or your friends, go and get help. Help them. Don't keep a secret, because it's better to help them. If you're abroad, like not in the UK, you can call 1300 22 46 36 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can chat online at beyondblue.org.au. They can chat from 3 p.m. till 12 a.m. 7 days a week. You can also look at the online forums 24/7. You are worth a lot more than you feel. Your feeling will pass. It honestly will. You can look me up on any of my social media. I'll always be a friend and I'll always listen. If I can help you, I will help you. But as I've said before, I'm not a professional. The main thing that it will help somebody that is feeling depressed or suicidal, you can talk to them calmly. Be there for them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Give them numbers to call for help. Get them to a doctor's. Never shout at them or say they're wrong. Be kind and caring. Get them online help. Get them to join groups, in person or online. You need to shout out to family and friends, or you need to go online, or you need to call, or contact me. You don't need to suffer in silence. At the end of this video, there is 2 groups on Facebook. I'd like you to join them, please, if you can, because the Don't Suffer in Silence group is an excellent group. The lady that runs it is so good. She listens to everything you've got to say. and if she can help, she will help. She's such a lovely lady. The other group I came across, the podcast group, it gives you a lot of advice and tips, and it basically helps you out, but without you having to talk to anyone. So there's Don't Suffer in Silence, I'd like you to join, and that's run by JDB Dixon Thompson. Also, you can check out the podcast on Spotify, but there's also a group of it on Facebook. So there's plenty out there for you to do, isn't there? You don't have to be alone. You could also get the Mindful Guide to the Law of Attraction book by Paige Alden. It's got a lot of helpful tips in it. And there's also, for, I'd say, children, teenager types, there's a book called Seeing Red, an anger management and anti-bullying curriculum for kids. It's by Jennifer Simmons, and that's got a lot of helpful information and things that your child can do to make them feel better. It's a very positive book. And it's like for group work. They give the stuff like roll the dice, and you've got to say what's bothering you on that roll of a dice. There's trash it or recycle it. So you write your problems down and you decide to trash it or recycle it. It teaches you about your anger triggers. And then there's yes or no cards for when I get angry. There's brain over body. Tells you how to breathe. Masking our feelings. And then there's Would You Rather. Core feeling cards. X-ray vision, you draw what you're feeling inside. There's absolutely loads in this book, and the reason I've read out this book and explained what's in the book is because young youths are mainly taking their own lives because they don't know how to help themselves really. So if you get that book, that will help your child massively. It also helps out with cyberbullying. So there's so much in this book that can help your child. I don't just think it'll help your child, to be honest. I think it could help you as well. You could also try CBT books. There's CBT journal books, which I've found quite helpful. But I'm always here for a chat. Always. That's the group that I'm wanting you to join. Don't Suffer in Silence on Facebook. The main thing is be kind to yourself. Give yourself chance to heal. Tell people your story. The more you tell your story, the better you're going to feel. And remember, you can contact me 24/7 and I will listen. And I'm always here. And you're loved. You're loved very, very much. Think positivity. Please read all the posts that I've put on this video. I have got them all off the internet, so disclaimer, they're not mine. The music is off iMovie, so again, disclaimer, it's not mine. But I'm still here, I'm still real. Don't suffer in silence. Tell your story. Don't suffer in silence. Suicide is not the answer, and it never will be the answer. You are loved. Be kind to yourself. You're beautiful. And you're loved. Don't let anyone suffer in silence. Try to talk to them. Try to get them help. But calmly as a friend. Don't make fun of them. It's not something you can just push to the side and get over. Anybody suffering with depression, anxiety, or any mental illness, you have to talk. You have to tell your story. Whether it's writing it down, putting it in an email, writing it on a group, speaking out. You cannot bottle it inside. As I've said, I'm here to listen. Sorry that the video is a bit long, but I had to include a lot of these posts. Rest in peace to Emma, and rest in peace to Terry. I hope yous are both in a better place now. Just sorry you didn't manage to get help when you needed it the most. I'm going to shut up talking from now. Please continue to read the post. Please take all the advice. Peace out.